Okay, about to head out to spend a little bit of time with a friend of mine. I've been having some, just challenges trying to get myself to study today. I got a final on, let's see, a final on, let's see, on Monday, and then one on Tuesday, and then one on Wednesday. And I'm not too worried about the one on Monday, because the professor is the kind of teacher who, she sticks to her rules and her the sort of guidelines, if you will, that she gives. I'm going to have this kind of a question, that kind of a question. She sticks to that, and I also have the final solutions, I believe, from last year. So, on top of going over her activity worksheets and the final review problems, I'm going to go over the final, the solutions from last year. And then on Tuesdays, there's the OChem 2 final, so I'm going to be going through, let's see if I can grab it, going through my copy of the ACS official guide for the exit exam for OChem. Um, trying to get, like basically 4 days, studying in, and actually make some, difference this year. But and then I got like I got a lot of homework problems actually to do, because it's stuff that's due by midnight of the final day, But I kind of put it off. I was just focusing on other things this semester, but I'm gonna get those done, and then I think tomorrow I'll probably start on 1:15, which is my other class. That's the one on Wednesday. So I got that stuff planned out, but I've been having some really vivid dreams lately, and it's interesting. It's kind of an observation I'm making, but I started doing what I call quote unquote spiritual or magical work, and I'd like to actually try to keep a you know a record of these things, whether in video form or physically. But um, basically, I do like a day or two's worth of prayer, ritual prayer, and then I end up doing a half an hour meditation, and then that puts me in like a really somnolescent or like sleepy state, altered state of consciousness. I go to sleep, and I end up having these really vivid dreams, and a lot of them are just stuff of from my day to day existence. Like I'm just thinking about something, and then my mind generates that kind of a dream. Um, I'm sure there's probably some deeper significance to some of these dreams, but it feels like when I do the meditation, I just kind of calm myself down, focus my mind, that I end up kind of removing like psychological blockages, if you will, and then that kind of stuff leads to these dreams manifesting, and because of these dreams, I wake up in this sort of like state of mind where it's kind of like almost like a sadness or nostalgia of sorts, because a lot of it is revolving around events from the past, and girls I liked who didn't like me back or what have you, and especially like recent events. Um, so I've been kind of mulling over things, and really realizing, in a sort of frustrating sense, some of the stuff that did happen this semester, and what it all meant and things of that nature. Like the fact that I trusted this one guy who I thought was a friend of mine with some of my feelings about the girl, and life and that sort of stuff, and he wouldn't basically use it against me because he, as it turns out, had feelings for that same girl, and tried to use it to essentially make me look like a complete jerk face to the girl, and at least for a time it succeeded, but I didn't react the way they expected me to react. I guess they expected me to like get really angry and like get into some verbal argument or something of that nature, and I just I kept my cool, like I say, like 90% of the time, with one or two, one or two outbursts. Um, nothing like directed at them, these individuals, but definitely kind of shown that I was a bit, bit on edge or ticked off or so about things. But then I ended up ghosting on those folks, for about a month and a half or so, and that kind of especially when I came back and I was totally calmed down and cool, relaxed, focused on my coursework. That kind of was something I didn't expect, So it may have changed some things, but I was just thinking about that and just some of it has to do with the fact that, or a lot of it has to do with the fact that on Tuesday and Wednesday next week, I'm going to be um, taking those finals in those classes that girl is in, and the one on Wednesday is like the both sections of that course. They're having the final at the same time, so it's gonna be all of us mulling outside or what do you want to call it, like gathering or congregating outside the classroom, waiting for the professor to show up, and then us to go in and take the exam, and part of me's feeling it's gonna be an awkward situation. Maybe some conversation will start up. I really don't know, but um, given that and the fact that I've seen how she, like, the last couple of times I saw her, how she was behaving around me, it's like, I don't feel it's gonna be anything really embarrassing or so, but it's just kind of had me thinking about stuff and, like, wondering, like, if we are talking, like, what is she gonna say, and am I gonna have to go and defend myself against those things that the guy probably told her or said about me, and um, looking at things in the long run beyond this semester, for the next 3 semesters until I graduate, likelihood is she'll be in my courses and, probably in their club room, and might even end up on my, senior design team. And it's like, it's the stuff that, come what may, I have to resolve it, and I have to uh, kind of reconfigure things in a sense such that whether, I end up with her or I don't, there's not going to be any major, like, conflicts or what have you, from here on out, and it's going to be difficult, I feel, because I've never had, I don't know if I've been covering up the speaker this whole dang time, but um, I've really had that ability or that sort of inclination towards being okay with things when, you like the girl and she doesn't like you back or what have you, and especially if it, goes down really negatively. I've had that experience of having just kind of, like, completely cut myself off from, that group of people, whoever they were at the time, and just, you know, go on my own way, and it is one of those situations where, come what may, I'm not gonna have that luxury, Um, this is community college, this is university, and my aim is to graduate May 2019, so that's, see, next, spring 2018, fall 2018, spring 2018, and it's like a year and a half, a year and a half away, and so I'm gonna have to deal with the results of all these things, and today is day 89 of Nofap, and it's day 76 of no PMO, aka hard mode, and it's been kind of difficult lately, just because of all these thoughts and emotions and so on. But I'm recording this on my phone, so I don't know how much time I have left. But it's kind of like I wish I'd started Nofap way earlier in life, because a lot of things I've learned and figured out, and overcome on this, on this streak and on the last streak. It's like, it's stuff that if I had done a year beforehand or 2 years beforehand, I can't imagine where I would be, especially with relationships and that sort of thing. Because this girl in particular, she seemed like the kind of girl that I've been looking for quite a while, and not someone who was thousands of miles overseas, but someone who was, here with me, going through the same engineering program. We would graduate together, get married, have kids, that sort of thing, and it's like in some sense I kind of botched it because of the state I was in, the fact that I hadn't done the kind of introspection I've done being on Nofap, and it was right around the time that I was really starting to get into what I call the meat of Nofap, or the deeper truths of it, and having those real effects. But anywho, I'm gonna have to figure that stuff out and just get through things. And tomorrow will be day 90 Nofap, day 77 of hard mode, and I really, really, really want to do a live stream for the first time. I'm gonna finish up recording this video and then go and upload it. So, thanks for watching, folks. I know the lighting quality isn't that great. And I really hope I haven't covered the speakers too much. So anywho, I'll see you folks around. Bye.